At 15 years old, I built just that green box. That was from scratch from the farm. That was simple stuff.
What began as a labor of love as a teenager on the family ranch in Quebec has slowly evolved into the realization of a dream for 41-year-old Pierre Cloutier.
My dream was to to be a cowboy and traveling. And so I decided, I'm going to cross Canada and do a big thing. I like to do big things, so I got my brake system, and if I want to hit the brake, and I got all my flasher switch, you got the lights everywhere.
The vision sounds quite grand, but it's one he is bound and determined to complete. Trekking across the country just as the pioneers did in the 1800s, with nothing more than 2 Chuck Wagons that he built from the ground up and his dedicated team of horses.
They're Belgian, pure breed Belgian. I was taking my coffee in the morning and I couldn't hold my coffee cup by one hand. I have to hold it. Just to tell you how nervous I was, and my horses were responding exactly the same thing. The horses were jumping everywhere, they was dancing. It took 3 weeks before, okay, we're on the road and we keep going, and now we calm them down and they're just following me. Of course, in the beginning, it took them a while, before they realize, well, it's never the same home. But they get used to it. They are travelers now. Good girl, Kelly. There we go.
His 2 lead horses are like family, close companions from home who have been there since day one. The 2 wheel horses, they're fairly new to the team, joining the journey just before BC to help navigate the mountain passes.
I get them from Charlie Barr on the Pincher Creek areas. He was on the Porcupine Hill. He's 80-some years old, and he was retired, he didn't harness the horses for 2 years. When you see his horses behind mine, he look at the team, he look around a couple of times, and he says, I think I can leave 10 years more now. His horses was in a safe place. It's touching me. I just tell that story and I got a kind of a goosebump, But to me, that was meaning a lot. I got some mirror on the horses to see on the back. I've got 2 mirrors that I fix them up on the horses, so that's the way I can traveling like that and very comfortable.
The journey began last October in Quebec. An auction was held to sell his possessions, and the rest was packed into the wagons.
When I decide to sell all that, need a real reason. So after that, I sold everything. My mind was really, and no way I would change my mind.
Some may question the use of Chuck Wagons for the journey. A gas-powered vehicle would have been much quicker, but it's the realization of a dream and the amazing experiences along the way that have made this quest more than he could have ever imagined.
When you cross Canada at 4 click an hour, you pick up a lot of stories, believe me. So this is why it's not the same way, and I can say now that I see Canada. I know what the people feels and live around Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and I know that the heart. I can say I know the heart of the Canada now.
On this day in late August, Pierre was resting comfortably at a home in the Joe Rich area, rewarding his horses an extra day or 2 of well-deserved rest and relaxation. After 9 months on the road, the generosity he's experienced from the public has been overwhelming. Over those many months, only a handful of nights have been spent sleeping in the wagon. The rest have been enjoyed in rooms donated by strangers along the road.
I was prepared mentally to do something a lot harder than that. I no way I would imagine that I'm gonna have that help and that attention, even from the news and everything. I got a donation in Manitoba, harness shop, and she made those 4 bridles like that for me. I'm very appreciated. This is why I'm not worried now. I'm sharing my stories, and I share that stories as most as I can. So it's kind of my way to say thank you.
Approaching a year on the road, where his journey will come to a close is still anyone's guess. It's an ending that will be chosen from deep within and will come from the heart.
In the beginning, the dream was to go to BC, and the dream was kind of end there. Now on the road, of course, I just realized this is the beginning of my dreams, because I opened the door all across Canada. No one, every place I stopped, they offered me to come down, and they came back, And so this is why I realized, wow, this is just the beginning of my dream. I opened the doors all across Canada. So how it's gonna be, like I say, I don't know, and where's I gonna go with the feelings.
To follow along on Pierre's journey, you can visit his Facebook or Twitter pages. Reporting for Go on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.